Hey guys, it's Pedro back with another interview covering Worlds 2024. For this occasion, I'm here accompanied by Azhi of PSG Talon, who are coming off of a loss to BLG to thus mark the end of their run in set competition. So, Azhi, thank you so much for taking the time doing this. I do understand that the pain of defeat is still fresh in your minds, but still, I'd like to ask you, how are you feeling at this moment in time after coming off of a result like that?
那对于今天落败的话，有没有什么话想说的呢？
我觉得今天打的相对来说算是还可以吧，就是我们整体团战画面不如对面吧，所以整体来说就是没有太失望，但是也不会太开心。
So, in comparison to the last few games, I believe that today we played pretty well, but of course that the ability of team fights still there's some room to improve, but like we're not too disappointed, but also not too happy about it, of course.
Of course, I do understand, and it was a match in which PSG at times were in the front and for both matches, and then obviously at the very end, BLG came on top on both times. What do you think went wrong for the team in the series overall that allowed BLG to come out on top?
那就是其实这两场比赛的话，前期都是 PSG 这边占领优势，但是后面都被 BLG 翻盘。那你觉得就是在游戏中是有什么地方导致这样的结果呢？
我觉得就是我们中期的团战，其实不管是我们合作方面还是我们的操作的话，都是在中后面团战输给他们了。
So I believe that it's because our team fights in mid late game has not been better when fighting about them. So that's why it led to this.
Yeah, and in observation of just how the series kind of went down, many people are going to be looking at, Bin's performance. But for you, given what you said about team fighting and all of that stuff, uh, what do you think was the big reason as to why PSG wasn't able to to perform in those team fights?
那就是有提到就是团战劣势的部分，那就是 PSG 的话，在团战与贝尔兹对战中，是哪一些部分导致这样的呢？
我觉得我们还是有一点着急了吧，然后很多沟通方面有一些小细节没有做好。
I think it's because that we are too much eager to fight, and there's some communication mistakes that we didn't do a good job, and it leads us to this end.
Even so, the team was able to, I would say, put up their strongest showing in this competition. And it's against a team like BLG, a team in which previously back in MSI you had also like had a chance to defeat in playoffs. Uh, taking or observing what happened back in MSI in that previous encounter with BLG, what were some of the takeaways that you that you had from that encounter that the team put into use for this match in terms of preparation?
那其实，在 MSI 的时候，PSG 其实也对上 BLG，然后还算是打得还不错。那当时有没有学习到什么可以让你们运用在今天的比赛中呢？
当时的话其实都是在打换线嘛，然后其实就是当时打成那样，就是对我们来说，其实在我们自信心上给我们自信比较多吧，就是让我们现在的话可以更有自信的去打吧。
So at MSI, when we were facing BLG, there were a lot of lane swaps, and at MSI we kind of can fight back with BLG, and it gave us a lot of confidence, and that's why we still can compete with them today.
And now, as you guys kind of now begin to face, or as you guys now look ahead towards the future and also looking back onto your experience, I want to ask you now just sort of your experience overall in this tournament. Starting off from the play-ins, qualifying to Swiss stage, putting up a very strong showing against BLG. What do you feel you're going to remember the most out of this squad from your point of view, from your eyes?
那就是在从入围赛一直到进入瑞士轮，然后想必有很多就是经验或是有很多回忆。那你觉得在这次世界赛之中，会让你最有印象是什么？
嗯，我觉得最有印象的话就是上一次系列赛对阵 Fly 嘛，Fly Christ，然后因为那场的话，我觉得我们是可以赢下来的。
So, the most that leave me impression was the match against FlightQuest because we thought that we could win.
And why is that? Focusing on that match.
那是为什么？就是会选择这场比赛，就是想要讲。
嗯，因为我们赛前的话其实是挺有信心可以拿下那一场，然后其实那一场也是蛮关键的一个转折点嘛。
So before the match with FlightQuest, we had very concentrations and we talked about it a lot, and we did think that we would win. So it was quite critical for us.
And yeah, as a result, now you guys, as I said, eliminated from the competition. For you, Aja, what do you feel you're going to focus on next now that uh PSG finished in 12th, 14th place, and now you and the team look ahead into the future? What do you think is gonna be the focus from now till start of next season?
那现在 PSG 不幸落败了嘛？那如果想要展望未来，那可能会想要就是注重哪一方面的呢？
嗯，我觉得就是团战方面吧，因为我觉得很明显我们5个人的团战方面都输给对方。
I think we'll focus more on our team fights because it was a bit obvious that we didn't do great on our team fights.
And a few more questions before I wrap it up. Now that you, or more so, what are going to be your thoughts on just having to play in a new revamped league in the APAC region for next year, and how will that kind of play into how the team will uh face next year? What are your thoughts on just the changes in format and thoughts like that?
那就是明年会有一个新的赛制，然后有 APEC 的这个赛区嘛。那对你或是 PSG 来说，会有什么样的转折或是改变吗？
嗯，我觉得就是更多不同的选手进来嘛，然后对我们的改变的话，我觉得我们就更能进步吧，因为其他赛区的第一名啊、第二名啊也都会进来一起打嘛，然后就是感觉更能提升我们的实力吧。
So as for the next year's new region, there are new players coming in and we'll play against them. I think it will improve us as a team since we could compete with the other regions' first and second seeds, and it would help us a lot.
For sure. And Aja, thank you so much for taking the time. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully we can see you back again in the future in the MSI worlds, whatever it is. One more thing, you got any final words to share to anyone in the world that's listening?
那最后有没有什么想要对全球粉丝说的话呢
嗯，就是虽然我们今天在这里倒下了，但是明年我们会再回来。
？Although we fall off here this year, but we'll definitely come back next year.
Aja, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.